Hello, good morning. Happy coffee talk. It's Wednesday. Gray as can be here in Washington. No surprise there. And bummer for me, my knees are pretty sore. So yesterday I was telling you about how I had to go get knee injections. I'm going to get these every like 6 to 9 months or so. I got them, and oftentimes, even when they help, they also hurt. So because my knee has just had such a history, it tends to get aggravated if it's bothered. And so shooting a big needle in it does bother it sometimes. So they're a little bit sore and swollen today, which is kind of a bummer. It's taking a little bit of the wind out of my sails because I was finally feeling better after being sick, but that's fine. I'm so excited. I got my under the desk treadmill. I had ordered this a couple weeks ago from Amazon. I'm so pumped to show it to you. I'll make some videos about it and stuff. It's not like a specific brand. I could care less what brand it is. I just researched a bunch of ones. This one looked like the best option. I can hopefully slide it under my couch so it's out of the way. But I'm so excited to get in more steps and movement because, like I said, the days are gray. With 3 kids, it's kind of difficult just to be like, bye, everybody, and go for like a forever walk or something, especially if my window for walking tends to be when my kids are sleeping. So I'm so excited about this treadmill, and I can't wait to show you, and I can't wait to use it when my knees are feeling a hair better than they are now. So coffee talk message for today. What is better? Is it better to have the mindset around food that you can have anything in moderation? Or is it better to have black and white rules? Here's, what I can have and what I can't have. Which one is better? I would guess that there would be an argument about which one is better. Why? Why would there be an argument? Because it depends on you. We're going to get right to this nitty gritty of the answer to this question. Here's the deal. It depends on the person. There are people who are moderators. They do best having the mindset and the strategy that I can have whatever I want as long as I have just a little bit of it. And having a little bit of it is good enough for me. I am happy to have a little bit of it, and then I am done. And if you tell me I can't have it, then I want it way more, so that doesn't work. That could be you. Does that sound like you? Are you someone who, as soon as you're told that you can't have something, you start to want it even more, and then you end up getting it and then overdoing it, and then, feeling frustrated because you probably would have been happy with one portion size, but because it was off limits, you ended up way overdoing it. That's a moderator. That's someone who does better with the strategy of, you know what, I'm going to have sort of boundaries around this, but I can have it if I want. It's a moderation. I can have it in moderation. Again, I'm not arguing whether or not moderation can produce results. Of course it can. I'm simply discussing whether or not this is the superior strategy, or is abstaining a superior strategy. And my offering to you is that it depends on you. It really, truly depends on you. I think everybody needs boundaries, by the way. I'm not talking about like moderation being like, if it fits your macros, you can have everything you want. It should be surrounding you constantly. I think that's exhausting. I love creating boundaries around food. However, the mindset piece of, can I have it if I want, or is it, off limits for me? That is very individual to you. And when people tell you that you should be one way or the other, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You get to be the way that you are. And it takes some trial and error. So I want to share just a little tiny of experience for me, because what I am is not necessarily what you are. But let me tell you what I am. I am 1,000% an abstainer. And what that means is that for me, I do best when I have clarity, when I sort of have a little bit of black and white. I don't obsess over that. In fact, when I have black and white, it gives me sort of relief because I'm like, well, that's off the table. I don't need to have black and white for everything. Do I need to have black and white for ice cream? No. I would like to have a portion of ice cream. It doesn't mean that I'm a moderator, though. It just means that I'm not choosing to create that sort of boundary, that black and white boundary around a sweet treat like ice cream. I'm just creating my own boundary, which is that I'm not keeping it in my house. That helps me have portions that are like more appropriate and not have it too frequently because I have to go out to get it. So that's more of like a strategy as opposed to I can't have it. But I want to give you an example of something that I personally put on the like black and white list. So for example, I used to be kind of a diet soda addict, I would say. I would drink like 7 to 8 diet sodas a day easily. I had developed that habit because I used to be a soda drinker. I replaced it with diet soda. I was drinking round the clock diet soda. Most people will tell you that a little bit of diet soda is fine. A lot of diet soda is not good for you, right? It's in the dose. Well, I was in that dose category of like all day. And I tried for the life of me to do moderation with it. I tried. I wanted to have one a day. Yay for me. Nope. It always turned back into 8 to 10. It was like I couldn't even walk out of a checkout aisle without buying another Diet Coke. It was constant. Everywhere I went, can I get a Diet Coke? Can I buy a Diet Coke? If you didn't have it, it was everywhere. So for me, I don't know what that says other than that I needed a black and white around that. So around 9 years ago, I was like, never having diet soda again. I have not had one ever again. Why? That's just what I needed. I needed a boundary, a black and white boundary. It worked best for me in that particular example. Again, I don't have that kind of thing around everything. I don't need it around everything. But for me, I knew that that was the boundary I needed. What's best for you? What works best for you? Some of these things can be applied over your lifetime. Like me, I'm never going back to diet soda. I'm not ever having it. But other things can be just short term. So for example, doing a short term, like having a break from sugar, for example, a straight break. I'm not having any sugar, 0 for a short time. Like say you said, I'm going to do that for the next 30 days. If you are someone with who thrives with an abstainer personality, right? Like you prefer that, then that actually could be very helpful. It removes yourself, you don't have to think about it anymore. It's just off the table. You're taking a break, the end, goodbye. If you are someone who far does better with moderation, it actually may have negative effects for you. Doing like a complete break from sugar might actually have a kickback that you don't want. You should say, no, thanks. That's not going to work for me to do a complete break, but I would like to do a reduction. And then you get to insert what works best for you. Whether that is saying, you know what, I'm only going to have like one of my favorite little chocolates. They're individually wrapped. I'm going to have one every night and that's all I'm going to have. That is a way better strategy for you. But you have to take ownership over what works best for you. And don't listen to anybody who tells you that it's only one way. Moderation or bust? Hell no. That doesn't work for me. I don't want to have one Diet Coke. It does not work for me. I will drink them all. I will drink every Diet Coke. I will find them all and drink them. So to me, nobody can tell me that that's a good strategy for me. It's just not true. Meanwhile, again, for other things, it might be for you that nobody should tell you that you can't ever have it. That just doesn't work for you. Even in the short term, you have consequences when that happens. I coach a client in fitme who this is exactly the case for her. She is an abstainer. She prefers to have those kind of strong black and white around some things. But around food, it does not work for her. She cannot have that black and white. In fact, when she does, it causes problems. So we really focus for her on defining the boundaries and the strategies that she's going to use to create like the consumption that she wants. So again, using that ice cream as an example, it's not a never have it. It's just a not in my house thing. That's a strategy. That's a boundary that I set. I don't have to think about it because it's literally not here. The rule of thumb is when I'm at the grocery store and I'm in the ice cream aisle, I don't buy it. That's kind of my rule of thumb to help me stick to that boundary. Do I want ice cream? If I wanted it, could I leave the grocery store and then give myself permission to go through the drive-thru at Dairy Queen and get one? Yep, that's fine. Again, that's the boundary that works for me. So in this season of change, because there's a lot of hype and discussion around how to make changes, how to stick to them, all of that, I want you to know that anyone who is telling you that one way is the only way, they are not correct. In fact, you really do need to think for yourself what will work best for you and then try it. And then without judgment, take what you learned from trying it and then apply that going forward. And again, when someone offers to you, hey, do you want to do this thing? And it is in direct opposition to what you know works best for you, the answer has to be no. This is where that empowerment comes in, of knowing, of taking the time to learn how to take care of yourself, because then you're empowered with the ability to be like, nope, that doesn't work for me. I would love to play this whatever game with you, but I'm going to have to do my version. And it looks like this. And they'll be like, yeah, cool, fine. Nobody cares. I swear to you, nobody will care. So that's my coffee talk message for you today. Should you be a moderator or an abstainer? There's no should. It's just which one works best for you. What strategies are going to help you be consistent? What strategies are going to help you make positive changes that you can build off of? What changes are going to be good for the whole person that is you? Not just your physical body and how much you weigh, but the whole person, how you feel about yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you interact with people. That's a whole person that is you, not just how much you weigh. So these kind of, strategies and decisions need to take that into account too. Just because it works to lose weight, just because you can go 30 days all in, or 45 days or 75 days or whatever, again, that might work for weight loss. It just might not work for you, the entire person that is you. And if you want to maintain changes, if you want to feel good at the end of that, then you have to adjust it based off of you. So that's my coffee talk message today. I want to invite you, if you're listening to this and you are like, yep, I would like some help with that. I would like to make some changes to my nutrition. I want to make some changes to my workout routine, but I need help. I'm not doing it on my own, and I really don't know what works best for me. Then we have an On Track. It's called fitme On Track. It's 4 weeks long. It starts Monday. I coach inside this group. Coach Lauren is inside that group. We have 2 other coaches who'll be a part of it. So this is a actual interactive experience for 4 weeks where we're going to figure out some of these things and how they work for you. We'll give you a good game plan for nutrition. We'll get you exercising more consistently. All the things that you know you need to do. That's what we will do in those 4 weeks. So I'm going to put the sign up link in the show notes and in the comments, and go ahead and sign up, because you'll get everything you need to get started on Sunday, and then we actually start on Monday. So sign up for On Track. Don't wait and think about it. Do it so that we can do this together. Before we sign off, here's my coffee for today. It's in my Alaska mug. So I have 2 Alaska mugs. One was given to me by Tina, which is our fitme media manager. She lived in Alaska. And I think this one was actually given to me by my mom, who went on an Alaskan cruise. It's got 2 moose on it. I think that's how you say moose, plural. There's no S. So thanks as always for tuning into Coffee Talk. It means so much to me that you spend this time with me. If this episode was helpful for you, let me know. Shoot me a message, share it on Instagram, tag me so I can see that this episode hit home for you. If you want to see more or have a question, let me know. If you haven't done so, subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. I'm on Spotify, Downcast, iTunes, all of those. And if you're listening on the podcast but are not a part of our Facebook group, go to Facebook, search fitme free community. Join the Facebook group. We will help you start to make those diet-free, sustainable changes that work in your real life. I would love to see you in the group. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.